Okay, hello everyone. Welcome to our bonus tutorial for today. Yeah, and today we're going to be looking at something very amazing. We've had a similar tutorial on this channel before, and along the line, I'm very sure that tutorial was quite rushed and hurried, and many of us couldn't capture it fully. We're going to be looking at it today. We're going to be looking at it in a bit more in-depth nature today. So we're going to be looking at how to set up a chatbot for a business or for your business on WhatsApp. Okay, how to create a chatbot, an AI chatbot. Now, what's the difference between a normal, on WhatsApp business, normally you can set up autoresponders. When a user sends a message, it replies the message, but that is not the same thing as a chatbot. An AI chatbot, on the other hand, has the ability, based on the training it has received, to answer questions that are sent by users. Okay, it will answer it like a human being would answer a question. Now, for instance, if you did automated response in WhatsApp, if someone asks what is the price, automated responses in WhatsApp cannot be used to tell the person the price, because why? It does not have an idea what the price. Even if it has an idea, it is not that intelligent. That level of intelligence is not there. But with an AI chatbot, if the user asks the price, it can actually interact with the user like a direct, an interaction can take place between the AI, the AI chatbot and the user directly. Okay, that way, if that interaction takes place between the two of them, the user will even feel that a normal human being is talking to him. It only gets to a particular point and it will now know that yes, it's an AI. But the truth of the matter is that there will be no much difference, and at some point the AI should be able to hand over to a human agent when it gets to a level where it can no longer handle it. And that is the difference between a normal autoresponder that you have on whatever messaging application you're using, a normal autoresponder, and also and a no and a chatbot that is built on AI. A chatbot built on AI has the ability, it needs to be trained by your documents. You are going to provide it with your content so it can read your content, just like teaching a child how to do something. It will read your content, it will understand your content and be able to, based on your content, and interact with users. Now, the first thing you must understand is that how do you structure content that you use to train an AI chatbot? This is the first and most important part in creating a chatbot. And it's not about jumping into the platform I'm going to be introducing to us today to create a chatbot, but do you actually prepare how do you actually prepare the content that you are going to use for a chatbot? Of course, I can't go through the whole detailed process here, but I'm going to make us understand what is required for a proper training manual for an AI chatbot. Now, you need to understand that all AI chatbots can either be trained with documents in various formats or with your website. But today I'm going to be focused on training an AI chatbot with documents, with a document. Now, how do you structure this document so that the AI chatbot in question can actually be able to understand what you are doing? So we're going to be looking at a document that I've already prepared, which we'll be using to train an AI. This document is for an upcoming webinar that will be taking place on December. And this document is full and has all the details in a properly structured pattern that I will use that I will use for the training of the AI. Honestly, you're not going to regret it. Join me on this beautiful ride. So let's look at the document right now. Okay. Okay, let's look at it. Yeah, sorry. Okay, good, perfect. Now let's look at the document. So I prepared this document, is in my downloads folder. Okay, it's in my downloads folder. Of course, most of the time it's always good to use other AIs to prepare documents for training other AIs. But then in my own case, I've already prepared the document. I don't want to take us through that process of it because a lot of things had to take place. I needed to make the AI. I use Gemini more than ChatGPT. I know some of us are very much okay with ChatGPT, but for me personally, I use Gemini more. And this is how it is structured. Now you are meant to structure whatever it is you want to use your document in a question and answer format. Okay, in a question and answer style. With a question and answer style, it will understand what to do. Now look at how I structure this document. First of all, the name of the event is the first thing that appears: AI Automation for Professional Masterclass Training Manual. Okay, and look at this for an AI. The first thing I put is the event title. What's the event title? Mastering AI Automation for Professionals. In brackets, it's a 5 days paid masterclass. Okay, Now you can see is a question, I'm answering the question, what is the title of the event? That's the first thing that appears. Now, who are my target audience? Business executives, operations managers, software developers, technical instructor, consultants, and working professionals in Nigeria, Kenya, Ghana, and West Africa. Event format is going to be a visual seminar. These are things that people can ask. I get me. You see, we are using a question and answer pattern and a description pattern to do it. Standard registration fee, we said 50,000 naira in this case. Now, we now go to the real training manual. Executive overview and event vision. You can see this is the first part of it. I said number one, the Mastering AI Automation for Professional Masterclass is a premium 5-day visual training program engineered to bridge the gap between theoretical artificial intelligence concepts and real-world enterprise deployment, designed specifically for working professionals, corporate teams, and technology leaders across Africa emerging market. This masterclass provides practical step-by-step frameworks for integrating cognitive AI nodes into daily business operations. Participants will move beyond simple prompt engineering to build, deploy, and scale resilient visual workflows, automated CRM pipelines, financial passing engines, and custom knowledge-backed AI assistant using industry standard platforms like Make, Zapier, N8N, OpenAI, Meta Cloud API, and custom webhooks. Now, what I'm doing here, basically, I'm just trying to explain to us what is happening here. This training manual is designed in a question and answer format. So the first thing I did is a summary of what is going to happen. The first thing is a summary of what the event is going to be, because in my case it's an event, in your case it may be a product. So this first part of it should be about what this product is going to be about. What this product is about. What does this product do? You know, just like when they will tell you that you should pitch yourself, okay, within a space of 1 or 2 minutes. You know, how do you pitch yourself? How do you explain within a very short, limited time? Because just the way a human being must understand that AI is not a human being, but it is built to work as intelligently as a human being. So you will try to communicate with it with the mindset that it's an AI, but communicate with it like it is a human being. So the first thing is the summary of what this event is about and what this event is going to benefit those that are interested. So the first thing is an executive summary. You can use this format if you are dealing with an event, an executive summary if it's a product, and you can do an executive summary. And I want to encourage you, if you have multiple products, I advise you don't use a single manual to train the AI. Have a separate manual for each product and break it down like this so that the AI will be able to provide maximum support to people that will chat to it via the chatbot. So you must take note of that. And then I move further using the same question and answer pattern. And answer seminar structure and daily curriculum. We looked at the seminar structure and I begin to explain what is going to happen on day one. This is because of my own. Over here, you can begin to explain the features of your product. If it were a product you are marketing now or a service, you begin to explain the features of your product, begin to explain the what they are going to get in each service. Like for instance, if the service is CCTV, you begin to explain, okay, ability to watch it on your phone, ability to watch it wherever you are in the world, cloud-based backup of like 50 gig. You know, you begin to explain some of those features. So over here, you begin to explain each and every one of those features. So if you are, that's why I said, if you are running a program, if you have a company and you have multiple products and offer multiple services, I actually recommend for you, I recommend that you have to have a separate manual properly structured in this format, in a question and answer format, or a manual properly structured in a question and answer format that the individual can follow. Okay, in a question and answer format, a properly structured manual in a question and answer format that the AI can understand when you send it to it. And these are the things you must take note of. Now, when we look at technical architecture, you know, you can bring in all of this. This is for people that will go deeper. But basically, what is most important is that you don't need to, if information that you know that is not necessary to users, don't bother about it. Now, look at an example. This is where the training comes in. You see, we use a question and answer format. Do I need to be a software programmer for to attend this? I will say, no, the seminar is designed for both technical and non-technical While we cover here all of that, what happens if I miss a live session? All live sessions are recorded in high definition. All of this information is provided there. So use a question and answer. The run and short of it is that the best way to prepare your document to train your AI chatbot is to use a question and answer format. That way, you have to ask yourself, what are the questions that people, if I wanted to patronize this service, if I wanted to patronize this product or service, what are the things I would like to know about this product or service? Then prepare your document. What are the questions I will ask? What are the questions that will be on my mind? Then prepare your document, asking each of these questions and answering each of them, okay, when you want to do that. So now I'm going to be introducing us to a new chatbot, a new platform for creating an AI chatbot. Last time we used Fastbot, but I'll be introducing something new. This one gives you 500 credits for messages, and the name of this is called Thinkstack.ai. This is called what? Thinkstack.ai. Now, for this one, I haven't even started. I've not registered. Of course, I've already gone through the process before, but I'm going to be creating a totally brand new and fresh account, so you can all see the process from beginning to the end. So the first thing is we click on, when you have to visit this website, Thinkstack.ai. When you visit this website, Thinkstack.ai, you then click on get started for free. So you register. Let's register and see what will happen. Okay. And we enter the details we want. So I can enter my name, Prince Will. Okay. So if when you finish signing up, it will take you to a place where you will upload a document that you want to use for training. Like you can see here, we have sources. Let's look at sources. Okay, when you go to your dashboard after logging, you see you have URL. You can enter your website here, and then you have files. I've already uploaded one file, but let's just say I didn't have any file here. I can upload another file. Okay, you can add more files to this place. If I were to delete this now, we can add another file. But for now, let's just say let's delete this. We can say let's add cancel. In this case, now this is where you can add multiple files. When you log into your dashboard, you can add multiple files. You can add these if like I told you, if you're a company that have multiple products, create multiple training files for the AI. So when you come here, you can add various files for different products so that it will learn from each of them, and whatever the user now ask, it can follow it. After signing up, just come back to go to app.thinkstack.ai after you have signed up, and you will find yourself on the dashboard, and you can see various things here. Now under integrations, you can see you can integrate it to WhatsApp. If we click here now, although this will require you to upgrade, let's see. They used to have a free plan. Let's see, will we be upgraded to a free plan if we wanted to? Okay. Okay, you must upgrade to a paid plan, but then it is actually worth it to pay for bots to help you in responding to message. It's really sincerely, it's worth it, because it will help you. Many costs, I've had a lot of purchases that I've done whereby I started my transactions and finished my transaction with a bot. Are you getting me? Yeah. So the purpose of this upgrading to plan is because the WhatsApp API charges a particular amount for every hit. So that's why you cannot find any chatbot creator. But you see, you can copy this and put into your website. If you want it on your website, you can put it. Like if I should share this link, I can also share this link with someone. Can copy the link and give it to anyone. Do I have anyone on my list now? I could just use it as a system of chatting with. Yeah, you can copy the link and give it to somebody, and the person can chat with the bot, and the person can access the bot for you. So these are some of the things you can do. But this Thinkstack, the purpose of Thinkstack.ai, you can see different platforms. When you say embed, you can embed to Android, Shopify, Wix, WordPress, Webflow, Squarespace. It supports all manner of platforms that you want to embed it into. It even has a shareable link, so you can paste it on social media and people can actually use it to chat. Okay, people can actually chat directly with it. So this is how it works in this case. So the whole goal of this Thinkstack.ai is that you use it to create chatbots, and most importantly, what you must pick out of here is Thinkstack.ai is very cheap, $16 per month, and use it to work with chat. You use it to create. You can train your chatbots either using a website. I always recommend that you use documents, because documents can be properly targeted. With a website, computer is garbage in, garbage out. With a website, documents should be targeted. With a website, lots of information, a lot of content is already existing on a website. And if there is so much content already on the website, that could also give you some serious issues at the end of the day. So that's why I encourage you to not use website, rather prepare document for each of your products and services with question and answers. How will you yourself, what information, always ask yourself, what kind of information will I want if I wanted to patronize this organization? Okay, that I can use, that I would ask yourself, what will I want to know? If I were just a new person, I just bumped into this website as an advert, what will I want to know? And when you know what you want to, you know what you want, when you see that, you answer the questions yourself, and that way you will produce the right results. Honestly, I'm so happy we have had a wonderful time together today. Have a lovely, beautiful day. See you next week, same time, same station. I remain your favorite ICT, your favorite instructor, Okolochi Prince, the senior ICT instructor. Have a lovely day. Bye.